Today, we will be talking about the automation that has been created through the integration of Katana and Xero. Amarini is a premium kitchen appliance brand who needs their operations system to talk to each other properly. They are running Katana for manufacturing and inventory management and Xero for their accounting. Two great tools, but the connection between them was creating a manual hassle. Their goal through this automation features were to eliminate these manual inputs. What manual inputs though? Well, every time a sales order was fulfilled in Katana and an invoice got pushed across to Xero, it was landing on the same account code, 200 sales, regardless of what the product was or where the revenue actually belonged. For a business with a structured chart of accounts, that's not just an annoyance. It means reporting is off, reconciliation takes longer, and someone's manually going through those invoices trying to fix them one by one. Cohesis leveraged Microsoft Power Platform to automate the reconciliation of Xero invoices, ensuring that each invoice and bill line item is automatically assigned to the correct GL accounts based on Xero's product profile configuration settings. To show this new automation feature, we must do the exact process of creating a sales order as done previously. Now, here's where our automation steps in. In Xero, under Products and Services, we find our product, and in this case, it's Haffle Products. We go to Edit Item, and right where it says Sales Account field, we can set the account code. Let's change it from 200 sales to 207 benchtops. Now, without the automation, this change would sit here and do nothing when Katana sends over the invoice. The invoice will still land on 200 every single time. That's exactly the gap we've closed. After we have created the invoice, we should hopefully see 207, right? No, not quite yet. This is because behind the scenes, we've built a Power Apps flow that polls for updates every minute. It checks whether any Katana-synced invoices or bills have an account code that doesn't match what's being configured in Xero. If there is a mismatch, it corrects it. No manual intervention, just continuous, quiet correction. And here it is. The invoice that was sitting on 200 has been updated to 207. Same invoice, correct account. No one had to touch it. Configure it once in Xero and the automation handles the rest from the point forward. The second requirement came after Amarini had been running the first version for a while. They wanted more granular control. The way we solved this was through the reference field in Katana. It's a field that already exists on every sales order, typically used for customer PO numbers or internal job codes. We extended the automation to read that field. If a specific code is entered there at the time the order is created, the automation recognizes it as a routing instruction and overrides the default account code accordingly. So, in practice, someone creates a sales order in Katana, adds the relevant reference code, which in this instance we're going to use AFO, and the invoice lands in Xero on the correct account without any further input. The person raising the order doesn't need to know anything about Xero's account structure. They just follow the same process they always have. The setup is also flexible going forward. If Amarini needs to add new routing rules down the line, it's simply a matter of adding a new mapping. The framework handles the rest. The invoice gets created in Xero as normal via the Katana sync, and it initially comes through as 200, the default. The automation then runs, checks the reference field on the originating sales order, sees the AFO, looks that up against the configured rules, and updates the account code on that invoice from 200 to 215. This automation has a very specific limitation, whereby the Xero product account code always takes precedence over the reference code rule. So, if there is a conflict, whereby a product has a configured account and the sales order has a reference code, the product account will always win. This keeps things predictable and prevents surprises in the ledger. If there's no product account configured, the reference code rule kicks in, and if there's neither, it falls back to the Xero default. Clean, logical hierarchy. And now that is our Katana to Xero sales order integration.